Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to Leviticus 2-8, Proverbs 30, and Psalm 126. Let's get started. When anyone brings a grain offering as an offering to the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour. He shall pour oil on it and put frankincense on it, and bring it to Aaron's son the priest. He shall take from it a handful of the fine flour and oil, with all of its frankincense, and the priest shall burn this as his memorial portion on the altar, a food offering with a blazing aroma to the Lord. But the rest of the grain offering shall be for Aaron and his son. It is the most holy part of the Lord's food offering. When you bring a grain offering baked in the oven as an offering, it shall be unleavened loaves of fine flour mixed with oil, or unleavened wafers smeared with oil. And if your offering is a grain offering baked on a griddle, it shall be of fine flour unleavened, mixed with oil. It shall break in pieces and pour oil on it. It is a grain offering. And if your offering is a grain offering cooked in a pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. And ye shall bring the grain offering that is made of these things to the Lord. And when it is presented to the priest, he shall bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take from the grain offering its memorial portion, and burn this on the altar. And a food offering with the blazing aroma to the Lord. But the rest of the grain offering shall be for Aaron and his son. It is a most holy part of the Lord's food offering. No grain offering that you bring to the Lord shall be made with leaven, for you shall burn no leaven nor any honey as a food offering to the Lord. As an offering of first fruits you may bring them to the Lord. And they shall not be offered on the altar for a pleasing aroma. You shall season all your grain offerings with salt. You shall not let the salt of your covenant with God be missing from your grain offering. With all your offering you shall offer salt. If you offer a grain offering of first fruits to the Lord, you shall offer from the grain offering of first fruits of fresh ears, roasted with fire, crushed in your grain. And you shall put oil on it and lay frankincense on it. It is a grain offering. And the priest shall burn as its memorial portion some of the crushed grain, and some of the oil with all its frankincense. It is a food offering to the Lord. If his offering is a sacrifice or a peace offering, if he offers an animal from the herd, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Lord. He shall lay his hand on the head of his offering and kill at the edges of the tent of meeting. Aaron's sons of the priest shall throw the blood against the sides of the altar, and from the sacrifice of the peace offering, and a food offering to the Lord. He shall offer the fat covering the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the long lobe of the liver. That he shall remove with the kidneys on them at the loins, and the long lobe of the liver that he shall remove with the kidneys. And Aaron's son shall burn on the altar with all the fat offering, which is on the liver fat. It is a food offering with a pleasing aroma to the Lord. If his offering or a sacrifice, a peace offering to the Lord, is an animal from the flock, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish. If he offers a lamb for his offering, then he shall offer it before the Lord. Lay his hand on the head of his offering, and kill it in the front of the tent of meeting. And Aaron's son shall throw his blood against the sides of the altar. Then from the sacrifice of peace offering, he shall offer as a food offering to the Lord its fat. He shall remove the whole fat tail, cut off close to the backbone, and the fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the long lobe of the liver that he shall remove with the kidneys. And the priest shall burn on the altar as a food offering to the Lord. If his offering is a goat, then he shall offer it before the Lord, and lay his hand on its head, and kill it in front of the tent of meeting. And the sons of Aaron shall throw its blood against the sides of the altar, and he shall offer from as his offering for a food offering to the Lord, the fat covering the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the long lobe of the liver that he shall remove with the kidneys. And the priest shall burn them on the altar as a food offering, with a pleasing aroma. All the fat is the Lord's. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. In all your dwelling places that you eat neither fat nor blood. And the Lord spake to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, If anyone sins unintentionally, and obeys the Lord's commandments, and how things ought to be done, and does anyone wrong, if it is unknown to priest, he sins, thus bring guilt on the people. He shall offer for the sin that he has committed a bull from the herd, without blemish, to the Lord for a sin offering. He shall bring the bull to the entrance of the tent of meeting before the Lord, and lay his hand on the head of the bull, and kill the bull before the Lord. And the anointed priest shall take some of the blood of the bull, and bring it into the tent of meeting. And the priest shall dip his finger in the blood, and sprinkle part of the blood 7 times before the Lord, in front of the veil of the sanctuary. And the priest shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar of fragrant incense for the Lord that is in the tent of meeting. And all the rest of the blood of the bull he shall pour out at the base of the altar of burnt offering, that is at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And all the fat of the bull of the sin offering he shall remove from the fat that goes in entrails and all the fat that on the entrails, and the two kidneys with the fat that on them at the loins of the long leg of the liver that he shall remove with the kidneys. And all the priest shall burn them on the altar of burnt offering, but the skin and the bull and the priest shall burn them on the altar of burnt offering, but the skin of the bull and all its flesh and its head and its legs and its entrails and its tongue. All the rest of the bull he shall carry outside the camp to a clean place, to ash heap, and shall burn up on a fire of wood. On the ash heap it shall be burned up. If the whole congregation of Israel sin unintentionally, and the thing is hidden from the eyes of the assembly, and they do any one of the things that by the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, and they realize they do, but when the sin which they have committed comes near, the assembly shall offer a bull from the head of the sin offering, and bring it down the tent, and the elders of the congregation shall lay their hands on the head of the bull before the Lord, and the bull shall be killed before the Lord. And the anointed priest shall bring some of the blood of the bull into the tent meeting, and the priest shall dip his finger in the blood and sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord, and from the veil, and he shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar that is in the tent meeting before the Lord, and the rest of the blood he shall pour out at the base of the altar of burnt offering, as at the entrance of the tent meeting, and all its fat he shall take from it and burn on the altar. Thus shall he do with the bull, and as he did with the bull of the sin offering, so shall he do with this. And the priest shall make a tabernacle, and they shall be forgiven, and he shall carry the bull outside the camp, and burn it up as he burned the first bull. It is the sin offering for the assembly. When a leader sins, doing unintentionally any one of all the things that by the commandments of the Lord his God ought not to be done, and realizes the guilt or the sin which he has committed, is very noted. He shall bring it off as his offering a goat, and they are without blemish, and he shall lay his hand on the head of the goat, and kill it in the place where they killed the burnt offering before the Lord. This is a sin offering. Then the priest shall take some of the blood of the sin offering, and his finger, and put on the horn of the altar of burnt offering, and put the rest of the blood at the base of the altar of burnt offering. And its fat he shall burn on the altar, like the fat of the sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall make atonement for him for a sin, and he shall be forgiven. And if any one of the common people sins unintentionally, and doing any one of the things that by the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, and realizes his guilt, or the sin which he has committed is made known to him, he shall bring for its offering a goat, a female without blemish, or a sin which he has committed, and he shall lay his hand on the head of the sin offering, and kill the sin offering in the place of that offering. Then the priest shall take some of its blood with his finger, and put it on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and pour all the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. And with the fat he shall remove, as the fat is removed from the peace offering. And the priest shall burn it on the altar for a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And the priest shall make atonement for him. He shall be forgiven. If he brings a lamb as his offering for his sin offering, he shall bring a female without blemish, and lay his hand on the head of the sin offering, and kill it for a sin offering in the place where they killed the burnt offering. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger, put on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and pour all the rest of its blood at the base of the altar. And all its fat he shall remove, as the fat of the man is removed from the sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall burn it on the altar on top of the Lord's food offers. And the priest shall lay atonement before him for the sin which he has committed. He shall be forgiven. If anyone sins when in that he hears a public accusation to testify, and though he is a witness, whether he has seen or come to know the matter, and yet does not speak, and he shall bear his iniquity. And if anyone touches an unclean, whether carcass or an unclean wild animal, or a carcass of unclean livestock, or a carcass of unclean swarming things, and it is hidden from him, and he has become unclean, and he realizes his guilt, or if he touches human uncleanness, or of whatever sort the uncleanness may be, with which one becomes unclean, and is hidden from it. When he comes to know it and realizes his guilt, or if anyone utters with his lips or rash oath to do evil or to do good, any sort of rash oath that people swear, and is hidden from him, when he comes to know, he realizes his guilt in any of these and confesses the sin he has committed, he shall bring to the Lord as a compensation for the sin that he has committed, a female from the flock of land or a goat for a sin, and the priest shall make atonement for him for a sin. And if he cannot afford a lamb, then he shall bring to the Lord as compensation for the sin that he has committed 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons, one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. He shall bring them to the priest, who shall offer first the one for the sin offering, He shall wring his head from his neck, and he shall not sever it completely. And he shall sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the altar. All the rest of the blood shall be given at the base of the altar. He is a sin offering. And he shall offer the second for a burnt offering according to the law. The priest shall make atonement for the sins that he has committed. And he shall be forgiven. If he cannot afford 2 doves or 2 pigeons, he shall bring an offering for the sin that he has committed, a tenth of the effort of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall put no oil on it and put no frankincense on it, whereas the sin offering. He shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take a handful of it as its memorial portion, and burn this on the altar as on the Lord's free offering. This is a sin offering. Thus the priest shall make atonement for the sin which he has committed any one of these, and he shall be forgiven. And the remainder shall be for the priest, as in the grain offering. The Lord spake to Moses, if anyone commits a breach of faith and sins unintentionally in any of the holy things of the Lord, he shall bring to the Lord as his compensation a ram without blemish out of the flock, valued in silver shekels according to the shekel of the sanctuary, her guilt offering. He shall also make restitution for what he has done in this and the holy thing. He shall add a fifth to it and give it to the priest, and the priest shall make atonement for it with the ram of the guilt offering. And he shall be forgiven. If anyone sins doing any of the things about the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, though he did not know, and realizes his guilt, he shall bear his iniquity. He shall bring to the priest a ram without blemish, as a flock or its equivalent for a guilt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for the mistake that he made unintentionally, and he shall be forgiven. It is a guilt offering. He is indeed incurred guilt before the Lord. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, if anyone sins and commits a breach of faith against the Lord, by deceiving his neighbor in a matter of deposit or security, or through robbery, or if he has oppressed his neighbor, or has found something lost, or lied about it, swearing falsely, in any of all the things that the people do, and sinned thereby, if he has sinned and has realized his guilt, and will restore what he took by robbery, or what he got by oppression, or the deposit that was committed to, or the lost thing that he found, or anything about which he has sworn falsely, he shall restore it in full, and shall add a fifth to it, and give it to whom it belongs on the day he realizes his guilt. And he shall bring to the priest as a compensation to the ram without blemish out of the flock, or its equivalent of guilt for a guilt offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him before the Lord. He shall be forgiven for any of the things that one may do, and thereby become guilty. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the Lord the burnt offering. The burnt offering shall be on the hearth of the altar all night until the morning. And the fire of the altar shall be kept burning on it. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and put his linen undergarment on his body. And he shall take up the ashes to which the fire has reduced the burnt offering on the altar, and put them beside the altar. And he shall take off his garments, and put on other garments, and carry the ashes outside the camp to a clean place. The fire on the altar shall be kept burning on it. It shall not go out. The priest shall burn wood on it every morning. He shall raise the burnt offering on it, and shall burn it on it the fat of the peace offering. Fire shall be kept burning on the altar continually. It shall not go out. And this is the Lord the grain offering. The sons of Aaron shall offer it before the Lord in front of the altar. And one shall take from it a handful of the fine flour of the grain offering, and its oil and all the frankincense that is on the grain offering, and burn this as its memorial portion on the altar. I'll place it over to the Lord, and the rest of it Aaron and his son shall eat. I'll place it over to the Lord, and the rest of the tender. And the rest of it Aaron and his son shall eat. It shall be eaten unleavened in a holy place in the court. And the court of the tabernacle they shall eat it. It shall not be baked with leaven. I have given it as their portion of my free offering. It is a thing most holy, like the sin offering and the guilt offering. Every male among the children may eat of it, as decreed forever. Throughout these generations, the Lord's free offering. Whatever touches them shall become holy. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, this is the offering that Aaron and his son shall offer to the Lord on the day when he is approaching. Attack them with effort of fine flour as a regular grain offering, half of it in the morning and half of it in the evening. He shall be made with oil on a girdle. He shall bring it well mixed in a baked piece like a grain offering. An offering for a pleasing aroma to the Lord. A priest from among Aaron's sons, who is anointed to succeed him, shall offer it to the Lord as decreed forever. The whole of it shall be burnt. Every grain offering of a priest shall be wholly burnt. It shall not be eaten. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord. It is most holy. The priest who offers it for sin shall eat it. In the holy place it shall be eaten in the court of the tent meeting. Whatever touches its flesh shall be holy. When any of its blood is splashed on the garment, you shall wash that on which it was splashed in the holy place. And the earthenware vessel in which it is boiled shall be broken. If it is boiled in a bronze vessel, then it shall be stirred and rinsed with water. Every male among the priests may eat of it. It is most holy. And no sin offering shall be eaten on which blood is brought into the tent of meeting to make atonement in the holy place. It shall be burned up with fire. This is the law of the guilt offering. It is most holy. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, they shall kill the guilt offering, and its blood shall be thrown against the sides of the altar, and all its fat shall be offered, the fat tail, the fat that covers the entrails, the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the long lobe of the liver that he shall remove with the kidneys. The priest shall burn them on the altar as a free offering to the Lord. It is a guilt offering. Every male among the priests may eat of it. He shall be eaten in a holy place. It is most holy. The guilt offering is just like sin offering. There is one law from the priest who makes atonement with it shall have it, and the priest who offers any man's burnt offering shall have for himself the skin of the burnt offering that he is offering. And every grain offering baked in the oven over as prepared on the pan or griddle shall belong to the priest who offers it. And every grain offering mixed with oil or dry shall be shared equally among all the sons of Aaron. And this is the law of the sacrifice of peace offerings, that one may offer to the Lord. If he offers it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the thanksgiving sacrifice unleavened loaves mixed with oil, unleavened wafers smeared with oil, and loaves of fine flour well mixed with oil. For the sacrifice of his peace offerings for thanksgiving, he shall bring his offering with loaves of unleavened bread. And from it he shall offer 1 loaf for each offering as a gift to the Lord. And it shall belong to the priest who throws the blood of the peace offering. And the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering for thanksgiving shall be eaten on the day of his offering. He shall not leave any of it until the morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering is a foul offering or a freewill offering, it shall be eaten on the day that he offers his sacrifice. On the next day, what remains of it shall be eaten. But what remains of the flesh of the sacrifice on the 3rd day shall be burned up with fire. And if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering is eaten on the 3rd day, he offers it shall not be accepted. Neither shall it be credited to. It is tainted, and he who eats of it shall bear his iniquity. Whoever touches any unclean thing shall not be eaten. It shall be burned with fire. All who are clean may eat flesh, but the person who eats of the flesh of the sacrifice of the Lord's peace offerings, while uncleanness is on, the person shall be cut off from the people. If anyone touches an unclean thing, whether human uncleanness or an unclean beast, or any unclean detestable creature, and then eats some flesh from the sacrifice of the Lord's peace offering, the person shall be cut off from the people. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, You shall eat no fowl or ox or sheep or goat, the fat of an animal that dies of itself, and the fat of one that is torn by beasts, may be put to any other use, but on no account shall you eat it. For every person who eats of the fat of an animal of which a free offering may be made to the Lord shall be cut off from his people. Moreover, he shall eat no blood whatever, whether fowl or an animal, in any of your dwelling places. Whoever eats any blood, that person shall be cut off from his people. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, Whoever offers the sacrifice of his peace offerings to the Lord shall bring his offering to the Lord from the sacrifice of his grain offering. From the sacrifice of his peace offerings. His own hand shall bring the Lord's free offering. He shall bring the fat with the breast, that the breast may be waved as a wave offering before the Lord. The priest shall burn the fat on the altar, but the breast shall be for Aaron and his son, and the right thigh you shall give to the priest as a contribution from the sacrifice of your peace offerings. Whoever among the sons of Aaron offers the blood of the peace offerings, then the fat shall have the right thigh for a portion, or the breast that is waved and the thigh that is contributed. I have taken from the people of Israel the sacrifices of their peace offering, and have given them to Aaron the priest and to his sons, and as a perpetual due from the people of Israel. This is the portion of Aaron and his sons, from the Lord's free offering. On the day they were presented to serve as priests of the Lord commanded this to be given them by the people of Israel. On the day that he anointed them, it is a perpetual due throughout their generations. This is the Lord, the burnt offering, of the grain offering, of the sin offering, of the guilt offering, of the ordination offering, and of the peace offering. This is the Lord commanded Moses on Mount Sinai, on the day that he commanded the people of Israel to bring the offerings to the Lord. And the wilderness of Sinai. The Lord spake to Moses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments and the anointing oil, and the bull of the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavened bread, and assemble all the congregation at the entrance of the tent meeting. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. And the congregation was assembled at the entrance of the tent meeting. And Moses said to the congregation, "This is the thing that the Lord has commanded to be done." And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. And he put the coat on him and tied the sash around his waist and clothed them with the robe and with the ephod on it and tied the skillfully woven band of the ephod around it, binding it to him with the band. And he placed a breastpiece on it, and in the breastpiece he put the Urim and the Thummim. And he set the turban on his head, on the turban in front he set the gold plate, the holy crown, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took the anointing oil and anointed the tabernacle and all that was in it, and consecrated them. And he sprinkled some of it on the altar 7 times, and anointed the altar, and anointed all its utensils, and the basin and the stand, to consecrate them. And he poured some of the anointing oil on Aaron's head, and anointed him to consecrate him. And Moses brought Aaron's sons and clothed them with coats, and tied sashes around their waists, and bound caps on them, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he brought the bull of the sin offering. And Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the bull of the sin offering, and he killed it. And Moses took the blood and with his finger put on the horns of the altar around it, purified the altar, and poured out the blood at the base of the altar, and consecrated to make atonement for it. He took all the fat that was on the entrails, and the long lobe of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat. And Moses burned them on the altar with the bull, its skin and its flesh, and its tongue he burned it with fire outside the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he presented the ram of the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram, and he killed it. And Moses threw the blood against the sides of the altar. He cut the ram into pieces, and Moses burned the head and the pieces and the fat. He washed the entrails and the legs with water, and Moses burned the whole ram on the altar. It was a burnt offering with a pleasing aroma, and a food offering for the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he presented the other ram, the ram of ordination, and Aaron and his son laid their hands on the head of the ram, and he killed it. And Moses took some of its blood, and put it on the lobe of Aaron's right ear, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the toe of his right foot. And he presented Aaron's sons, and Moses put some of the big toes of their right feet. And Moses threw the blood against the sides of the altar. And he took the fat and the fat tail and all the fat that was on the entrails, and the long basket of unleavened bread that was before the Lord. He took 1 unleavened loaf and 1 thigh, and he put all these in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and waved them as a wave offering before the Lord. And Moses took them from their hands and burned them on the altar with the burnt offering. This was an ordination offering with pleasing aroma, a food offering to the Lord. And Moses took the rest and ate it for a wave offering before the Lord. It was Moses' portion of the ram of ordination, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took some of the anointing oil and the blood that was on the altar, and sprinkled it on Aaron and his garments, and his sons and his sons' garments. So he consecrated Aaron and his garments, and his sons' garments with it. And Moses said to Aaron and his son, "All of the flesh of the angels and the tent meeting, and there eat it, and the bread that was in the basket of ordination offerings, and I commanded it, saying, Aaron and his son shall eat it, and what remains with flesh and the bread you shall burn it with fire. And you shall not go outside the edges of the tent meeting for 7 days, and until the days of your ordination are completed. It will take 7 days to ordain you. And as it is being done today, the Lord commanded to be done to make atonement for you. And at the edges of the tent meeting you shall remain day and night for 7 days, performing what the Lord has told us, so that you do not die, so I have been commanded." And Aaron and his sons did all the things that the Lord commanded by Moses. Proverbs 30. The words of Argus, son of Jacob, the oracle of the man, declares, "I am where I am God of my natural. I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. I have not learned wisdom, nor have I knowledge of the Holy One. Who has ascended to heaven and come down? Who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has wrapped up the waters in a garment? Who has established on the end of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name? Surely you know. Every word of the God proves true. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Do not add to his verse, lest he rebuke and you be found alive. Do things I ask you to learn them not to me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lie, and give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the very guys and evil for me, lest I be forgotten and die, and say, Who is the Lord? Who is the Lord? No, lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of my God. Do not lend a servant to his master, lest he curse him and you be held guilty. And those who kiss their fathers and do not bless their mothers. There is those who are clean in their own eyes, but are not washed with their filth. There are those, how lofty are their eyes, how high their eyelids lift. There are those whose teeth are swords, whose fangs are knives, to devour the poor from off the earth. And needy from among mankind, the leeches to daughters give and give. 3 things that never satisfy, 4 that never say enough. Show the barren moon, the land never satisfied with water, and the fire that never sets enough. Neither amongst the father and scores to obey a mother will be picked up by the ravens of the valley and eaten by the vulture. 3 things are too wonderful for me, for I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on the rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a virgin. This is the way of an adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth, and says, I have done no wrong. And the 3 things the earth trembles under, 4 it cannot bear up. A slave when he becomes king, and a fool when he is filled with food. An unloved woman when she gets a husband. And a maid servant when she displaces her mistress. All things on earth are small, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are people not strong, yet they provide their food in the summer. The rock badgers are people not mighty, yet they make their home in the cliffs. The locusts have no king, yet all of them march away. Unless you take in their hands, yet is in kings' palaces. These things are stately in their tread, for stately in their stride. Lion, which is mightiest among these, and does not turn back before any. Strutting recently he and King's armies with it. If you have been foolish, exalting yourself, or if you have been devising evil, put your hand on your mouth, for pressing milk produces curds, pressing the nose produces blood, and pressing anger produces strife. Psalm 126. The Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, they are like those who drink, and our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue was with shouts of joy. And they say among the nations, the Lord has done great things for us. The Lord has done great things for us. We are glad. Restore our fortunes, O Lord, like streams in the negative. They are those who sow in tears shall eat with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. Now the stand, I shall do the Lord's prayer. Each right hand, the Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, and your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, we have forgiven our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.